Welcome back to Unfold Data Science, friends. My name is Aman and I am a data scientist. So what I'm going to show you in this video is some of the more regular expressions in Python and how do you know which areas those will be useful. So I'm going to give you some use case where this kind of regular expression is going to be useful from my experience. Okay. So if you have not seen the part 1 of regular expression tutorial, you can see that, guys. And also here, kindly watch this entire video because I'm just covering the regular expression whichever is useful. I'm not covering anything which is not very frequently used. Okay. So let's start, guys. First of all, the first regular expression in sets. So today what I'm going to cover is sets category. Okay. So what is sets meaning, guys? For example, if I want to check in a given string if it contains O, R or I. Okay, so just example I'm giving here. I'm writing in bigger bracket O, R, I. What it will check? It will check in the given string if any of these characters are there. So let me run this. You will see something like this output. Okay, if I remove O from here, you will see something like this. If I remove I from here, you will see something like this. Okay, and if I put S here, you will see all the S and R. What is the use of this, guys? Suppose you have a large log file coming from a server. Okay, in that log file you want to see if there are some junk characters. So I'm seeing here use case finding junk character in large text. So what can be the junk characters, guys? Something like this, something like dollar, uh, maybe something like this, something like this, single quote, one single quote like this, right? And all these things may come under the category of junk character, right? So if it's a large text, then all these things we can put here. For example, I can just say dollar, this symbol, and I can give a dollar symbol here, and it will give me that dollar. Okay. So from the large text, I'm trying to find out some junk character. Same way, if there is a tilde sign also, that also will be captured. If there are two tilde signs, that also will be captured. Okay. Now we can also put numbers here, guys. Okay. So for example, I am putting here 345. So any of these number is there in this string? Currently, no. So nothing is coming. I will put here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. Okay. So 7, 8 is there, 8 is there, 2 is not. I mean, 2 will not come. So 7, 8, 8 is coming. If I give here 2, 2 will also come, right? So that is how any of these characters, whichever you want to pick from the text, you can pick by giving everything inside a bigger bracket. That is one. Next is, guys, check if the string contains alphabet between C and F. Okay. Now let's say I want to check if anything between A to Z is there in this string. So A to Z, all the things will come, and I have written comment C to F. So let me give C to F. Okay. So all the alphabets, whichever is falling in the range of C to F, that will come. If I say C to Z, A and B will not come, rest everything will come. Okay. And here you can give numbers also. For example, let's say 0 to 9. So all the numbers will come. If I say 3 to 9, then this 2 will not come. Okay. And if I say 8 to 9, then probably that 7 will not come. So what will be the kind of use case for this? Finding junk characters in a large text. Again, I'm saying why I'm saying like this. I'm saying like this because there can be some pattern kind of thing. So let us say there can be a double quote followed by a single quote, or we want to find out. We do not expect anything with a particular alphabet. For example, I do not expect any word which is a kind of A or kind of B or kind of C. I do not expect any capital letter there, for example. So what I will do here is I will just say A to Z. Okay. Give me all the characters which is between A to Z. What it will give me? T, S and T. Okay. Because this is capital, this is capital, this is capital. Now I want to make a note of it. So what I said, guys, use case, I said that finding characters which we are not expecting. For example, let's say in the large text, I do not want any large case character. What I will do here, I will just say not. Okay, so ABC will pick that. If I want to pick the text which is not a large case, right? So I will say like this, all the small case and spaces will come. Okay, A to Z will not come. So all these things not will work, guys. For example, if I say 25689, I give a not here, that will also work. Okay, nothing among 25689. So all these things are not among 25689. So that is how these two things are working. First is any of these characters, you can use a not or without not. Second is in between that range. These two things are important, guys. Please try to understand it. And then I will show you, of course, in my video, next video, how to use that in real world. Okay. Next is check with other combination and alphabets. For example, here what I'm saying, give me the pattern where there are two numbers, one is falling between 0 to 9, other is also falling between 0 to 9. So what it will give me is, it will give me any uh, two digit number. So now let me run this, 78 and 82. Now what I will say is, give me two digit number, but first one should be in the range of 8 to 9. What will happen? Only one, 82 is coming. Second one should be in the range of 1 to 2. What will happen? This is coming. Second one should be the range of 3 to, let's say, 6. Nothing is coming. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm defining a range. Okay. This is very, very important, guys. Suppose I give you income tax data of India. Okay. Or income tax data of USA. And I want you to see the PAN number kind of thing. So what you will write here, PAN number always starts with a capital letter, right? So you will go here and say anything between A to Z, then maybe another A to Z, then maybe a number, and the number range should be, let's say, uh, 5 to 9. I'm just giving a hypothetical example here. So this way we can define the entire PAN number. Okay. And we can just pick out the PAN numbers if we know the business rules, right? Similarly, suppose there is a credit card. For example, uh, I'm giving you a business rule saying MasterCard always starts with a number between 0 to 4. So how you will pick a MasterCard from large transaction? You will just say here 0 to 4 followed by another number which is in the range of 5 to 9, followed by another number which is range of something something, right? That is what I'm writing here. Useful to find some error code, for example 404. So sometimes from a web page or from a server you will get a response 404. Suppose you are analyzing a large text file, so all these errors have different meanings, right? So if I want to pick 404, I can directly give 404. If I want to pick a number between 3 to 4, I can just say here, give me a number which is between 3 to 4. Second number should be between 0 to 1, or one number also we can write. And third number should be between whatever you want, right? 4 to 6. So this way, in this text, there is no such number, hence not giving. Let's put a number like that. So first number, let's put 3. Second number, let's put 0. Third number, let's put 5. Now it will give. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Useful to find some error code, for example 404, response code 200, which is for okay. Some other kinds of errors can be there. To find PAN number, Aadhaar number, SSN number, all these things you can find out using these techniques, okay, from a large text. One more thing I want to cover here, guys, finding any character ignoring case. Okay, so what is happening here, I'm saying A to Z and A to Z. Okay, the meaning of this is, give me all the characters, which is either a small case or a large case, I don't care. Okay, so you will see here, small case, large case, everything is coming. Okay, uh, T is your large case character coming, S is your large case character coming, HE is your small case character coming, this way. But if you notice here, guys, numbers are not coming. Okay, numbers are not coming. How to bring numbers also? You can say here 0 to 9. Give me anything which is a small case, large case, or a number. What it will give you? It will give you numbers as well. And suppose I want to make a not of this, just a negation of this, right? What is the meaning of this? Give me all the characters which is not a small case number, not a large case number, sorry, not a small case alphabet, not a large case alphabet, and not a number between 0 to 9. So what is left, guys? Only spaces. So that is where you will see the space. Okay. So what kind of use cases can be in this particular scenario? Useful to find characters and combinations, right? So many times we want to find out only few things, right? So if I do a negation of this, all the numbers capital and spaces will come. So I'm just showing you different varieties, guys, right? So what is the reason of showing you all these regular expressions, guys? I will not cover complex regular expressions. The reason being, if you are interested, you will anyway practice, right? So this sheet I will upload in my drive, Google Drive. You can download and please practice on this, guys. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you one use case, okay, on how it helps from ML and DL perspective. From my experience, guys, regular expressions and the features derived from regular expressions help a lot, okay, when you talk of machine learning or deep learning. But I'm also going to take a data and show you in my next video how I create, features from that, and how I derive a good model from that. That I'm going to show you. Meanwhile, guys, please register for the meetup day after tomorrow, right? On the Sunday, we are meeting up, just a casual meetup, right? Register for that. Link I will give in the description. Give me a thumbs up, guys, if you like this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done yet. I'll see you all in the next video, guys, wherever you are. Stay safe and take care.